Hello guys, in this video we will be learning about operating system in detail. Before going in detail about operating system, let us recall some of the basic concepts. A computer is an electronic device which takes data input, processes it and gives output according to the instruction given. Now moving on to the two major components of computer system, that is hardware and software. Now what's a hardware? It's nothing but the physical components of a computer system which you can feel and touch. Software, a set of programs that controls the operation of a computer system and gives instruction to the hardware to run. This is a flowchart showing different components of a computer. As you know, computer is divided into two components, hardware, software. Moving on to the software, software is divided into system software, application software. About system software, you will be learning in detail in further slides. Now let's concentrate on application software. It is a software which is used to perform a particular task. For example, MS Office package which has the application software such as MS Word, Excel and PowerPoint. Software can be broadly classified into operating system, language processor, application software. Now what's an operating system? It is a system software which controls and manages the hardware, software and the overall activities of a computer system, like inputting the data, processing it and showing the result. Now what's a language processor? It is a software which converts the high-level language program to machine language. For example, compiler, interpreter and assembler. Application software. It is a software which is used to perform a particular task. For example, MS Word. Now let's move on to the major facilities provided by an operating system. It provides easy interaction between the user and computer system. It starts computer automatically when the power is turned on. It controls the input-output devices connected to it. It will form the queue of the jobs given by the user and executes according to the priority. Manages the usage of memory. It will handle the files created, files saved, and also editing such as entering the data in the saved file, deleting the data, copying the file, moving the file. You can set the password to secure the data. It keeps track of allocation and deallocation of the system resources such as printer, scanner. What's the need of an operating system? Without an operating system, a computer is a machine without an activity and use. It consists of two views, user view, system view. What is this user view? It allows the user to work conveniently using GUI interface, that is, icons, menus and windows. System view. It allocates the I/O devices, memory space and CPU time as required by the jobs given by the user. Now, let's move on to the features of an operating system. The various features of operating system are: it keeps track of the allocation and deallocation of the memory space. It is responsible for managing and handling input and output devices. For example, allocating keyboard to accept the data and monitor to show the output after processing. Job accounting. It allocates the processor for executing the job and the resources required by the job. For example, let us take job 3, that is printing a file. It allocates the processor and the system resource, that is printer, to print a file. Device management. The operating system allocates the system resources, that is, printer or scanner, for a job and also deallocates the resources once the job is done so that it can be allocated for the next job. Processor management. It allocates the processor for a job as required by the user. Once the job is done, it deallocates the processor. Security. You can authorize access to data by giving password so that your data is secured. Error detecting aids. The operating system is capable of detecting the errors and showing the error messages to the user. The operating system coordinates between compiler and user. For example, the high-level language program written by the user is accepted by system as data and is converted into machine code by the compiler, and the result is shown to the user. Now let us just recall the features once. First one, it keeps track of allocation and deallocation of memory, input and output management, job accounting, device management, processor management, security, error detecting aids, coordination between compiler and user. Let us discuss the types of operating system. First one, single user operating system. This operating system allows only one user to use the operating system. For example, MS-DOS. Second one, multi-user operating system. This operating system allows many users to use the operating system at the same time. For example, Windows NT, Unix, Linux, etc. Multiprocessing operating system. This operating system allocates more than one processor so that the job could be done with more efficiency and with less duration of time when compared to single processor. Time sharing operating system. It allows a number of users operate online with the same CPU, but each uses a different input-output interface. GUI operating system. This operating system allows the user to interact conveniently using the windows, icons, menus, and pointers that replace complex commands and syntax. For example, Windows XP, Windows 7, Windows 8 are the examples of GUI operating system. User interface. It is the means by which the user and the computer system interact with each other. There are two types of user interface. First one, command user interface. Second one, graphical user interface. Now let us discuss about the command user interface. This interface interacts with the system using commands. The user should remember the commands, which is difficult for the user. Graphical user interface. This interface interacts with the system using the images such as windows, icons, and menus. The user can work with the GUI interface easily without knowing any commands.